Hi everyone, Leticia here. Hope your week and weekend are going well so far. My friends, I tried to do this webinar the other day, but I had some technical difficulties. Specifically, the virtual background feature wasn't working and I just wasn't ready. And today I actually am at a co-working space. So if you hear some echo, I apologize for that. But today the virtual background is working. Okay, my friends. Well, since no sound could come through last time. Hopefully today you can hear me okay. And I'm very excited to share with you about the upcoming investment and lifestyle destination of Cozumel. So any of you who have been to the Riviera Maya before would know that Cozumel is one of the largest islands in Mexico, and it's located a 45-minute ferry drive from Playa del Carmen. Cozumel has its own international airport. I remember when I was traveling from Toronto to Cancun, some of my clients who own property in Playa del Carmen and also travel from Toronto told me, hey, check out the Cozumel airport. Sometimes the flights are cheaper if you fly into Cozumel. And it's about the same distance. You could fly into Cancun to get to Playa del Carmen, or you could fly into and then take a bus or a cab, or you could take the ferry from Cozumel to Playa del Carmen, and it's about the same time and the same cost. So there's a tip for you that are traveling to Playa del Carmen. Now, specifically speaking about the island of Cozumel, it has a population of about 88,000 people as of 2020. My suspicion is that just like Playa del Carmen and the Riviera Maya in general have been growing by double digits, I would expect the population of Cozumel has also increased somewhat in the last few years after COVID. It is considered, for the longest time, Cozumel was known, and it continues to be the top destination for not ferries. I meant to say, well, I guess they are cruise ships. Cruise ships. So those huge ships. It is one of the common destinations for cruise ships in Mexico. In addition to that, it is known as a worldwide diving destination. I kept hearing the word in Spanish, que es buceo. Okay, so it was logical that it was going to start getting developed just as the rest of the Riviera Maya has. Now, as of 2 years ago, when I went there, you had two choices of accommodations. You either had luxury resorts that charge a minimum of $250 a night. And I can tell you, because I looked online, I was like, well, maybe we should go to a water park. And I was like, oh, $250 minimum. And up from there, $400, $500, $800 a night US. Some of the resorts, the all inclusive luxury resorts that are on the island. And then you had a pretty rustic accommodations. These were houses of the locals that were built some 30, 40 years ago, and they are now turned into Airbnbs. So it was time that it was time that more accommodations, more choices of accommodations were going to come to the Cozumel market, and that's what we're seeing now. So I would like to, and by the way, I know I promised you a special guest. The developer representative for this project told me he was coming. Maybe he's on his way. I hope he's going to make it. If not, well, you'll have to put up with my smiley face. Okay. So I'd like to, oh, there he is. He just made it in the door. Okay. Well, I'll get him to come here and then we'll get into the project. Hola, hola. Juan, bien, ya estoy en vivo. Ven aquí. Okay. English, okay? You know that. Oh, he came very properly dressed. He has a suit and everything. Come, have a seat. Hopefully the camera will capture both of us.
Okay, wonderful.
Yes. A ver. Let's see, because I put the, hi, come,
Hey,
come a little closer. I put the virtual background on, even though I really didn't need to this time.
Okay.
But that's the, hi everyone, so this is Juan.
Hello, how are you? Sorry for the delay, but well, I'm fine.
Don't worry, you're here. And I spoke a little bit about the Cozumel market, and now I'm about to start sharing about the project. But you know this project better than I do.
Mhm.
So, is there, before we get into the specifics of this condo project, thank you, by the way, again for joining us.
My pleasure.
It's rare that I have a live guest for my webinar, so it's a pleasure for me, and I know you're very knowledgeable about this project in particular.
Yeah, and also the destiny, right? We're talking about Cozumel.
Yes, tell us. I already shared a few things. What would you like to share about Cozumel?
Well, it's the biggest island of all Mexico. there are 4.6 million people who arrive to the island by cruise, and also 1 million people who arrive through the international airport that has their connections with the US, with Canada, also with Europe. And there is 1.6 million people who arrive to this island too through the ferry from Playa del Carmen every year. So we're talking about around 7 million people who arrive to the island every year, and all of them are always looking for activities, for a place to stay, for something extra. And Cozumel offers a big variety of services, experiences, and that makes this island so special. I don't know if you knew, but the Ironman is also
Oh yes,
something that
Ironman, and there was recently a half marathon. I didn't go to the half marathon because I had run the one in Cancun a month before, and I didn't feel ready to run another one. But it's so athletic activities, and I know they had another one called Mayan Man, which was I think a duathlon, if I'm not mistaken, water and running.
Exactly, and also there are some judge races. I don't know if you knew.
Yachting races.
Yachting, yes.
No, I had no idea about that.
Well, and sailing too. So there are a few different kind of activities for any kind of style, because also it's a great destiny for scuba divers.
Yes, I already mentioned that it's a worldwide, well-known destination because of for diving, because it's surrounded by a coral reef, an amazing coral reef. This is
It's the second biggest of the world, and the third favorite destiny for scuba divers in all the world.
Amazing.
So we're talking about.
So that's a pretty niche market. I remember being in Canada, and at the time I was working in insurance, one of my insurance clients was a frequent traveler to Cozumel because he was a diver. And to me, that was like, okay, I had no idea about that at the time. Little did I know, a few years later, I was going to end up living in the Riviera Maya. And okay, in the interest of time, I would like to go ahead and talk a little bit about the project. I'm going to go ahead and share. First of all, I'd like to share the location. Sorry, I'm going to bring up the location of the project. I'm pretty sure you guys have it as a separate.
Well, the location is very good. It is located next to two of the most important hotels of Cozumel. One is
most important, which, sorry?
Hotels.
Hotels.
Hotels, yes. We're talking about the Presidente Intercontinental Hotel that has been for 5 years in the top 5 of the world.
Okay.
And now it's one of the most important ones of all the Riviera. And it is next to El Fiesta Americana Hotel. Both are 5 stars, of course.
So good neighbors for this project that we're going to be discussing.
And also those are your neighbors, and also there are a few beach clubs in that area. For example, the Money Bar is the closest beach club in the area. That is the Zona Hotelera Sur, the south hotel area of Cozumel.
Okay.
That is, of course, a protected area too.
So one of the things Juan shared with me before when we were talking about this project, is that the island of Cozumel is a large biosphere reserve, and 50% of it will remain that.
Yeah, the island is going to be protected in the 50% because it is a protected area. It's a federal zone, so there is a big area of the island who will not going to change, and also I believe that is one of the most important things, because when somebody thinks on the Riviera and had in their mind like the idea to go to the beach and relax, they're expecting jungle, they're expecting a beautiful sea with a lot of fish. So I think that we are responding to that inquiry. And also the project is facing directly into the sea. All
yes,
the units
we're gonna get into that detail. Okay. Absolutely. So I just want to show you, this is the location of the project. Over here, a little further up, that's where the ferry terminal is, taking you to Playa del Carmen. We are again a 3-minute drive to the ferry terminal, 15-minute drive to the international airport of Cozumel, and no, the ferries are a 10-minute drive. What is this, the marina?
La Marina, correct.
Okay,
Yes.
we're going to talk about that as well.
Well, the marina is something. It's a big service that is very close from our place, because if you have in your mind to maybe have a boat, or a yacht, or a sea, or a sailing, you can get it there in just 3-4 minutes. You can be there with your friends and get into your boat and just enjoy the day. So that is a big extra from this project in particular. And
we're going to show some videos that you
okay,
shared with me in a second. Before that, I would like to speak a little bit about this project in particular. Usually that's how I do my webinars. Not all of them, but when I'm talking about a project, in this case, and one thing that I meant to share last time, and then I had some technical difficulties in my sound didn't share, was that I have looked at other projects on the island of Cozumel, and this is the only one that really got my attention. Number one, because of the fact that all the units face towards the water, so you have unimpeded sea views. Some of my clients have criticized me for saying ocean views because it's actually the Caribbean Sea. So you're facing back towards Playa del Carmen, and all the units except for the ground floor units will have direct sea views. In addition to that, the price point is attractive.
Yes, we're talking about it's the same price per square meter than we get a unit here in the fourth or the fifth line of the
from the beach.
From the beach in Playa del Carmen. So
we're gonna get into that, but to give you an idea, my friends, we're talking about a $200,000 difference versus what you'd pay for a unit, 200 to 250,000 difference versus what a unit like this would cost you in Playa del Carmen, if you can even find them, because direct sea view units are at a premium anywhere. So the project name is called Existence.
Well, there is a reason for that name.
Oh, tell me about it.
Well, the reason is that the developer wanted to create something that is going to cross the time and still being something unique. And they decide to, of course, get the concept of be always connected with what is around of you, the nature, the sea, and the different sensations, because it is about feeling. Feelings never get old. That is the point. So if you are surrounded of emotions, you are going to always be connected with the project, and the project will be always atemporal, right? That is the main idea about it. Beautiful. And what we wanted to show is that this project is connecting with all the different senses. I'm talking that you're going to see the sea, you are going to be maybe in your private balcony with your private pool, feeling also the water, feeling the air, feeling the high, because that is also a concept that the developer worked very hard at the moment to design each pool that is floating out from the building.
Yeah, so, that's a unique feature of this development. Each of the pools are floating pools. They use a very resistant
structural materials. Yes, it was a big challenge for the developer to create something like this. The architecture of this project is completely different from what you are going to find in Cozumel, for sure.
Oh, for sure.
In most of the Riviera too. And the big challenge was to make all these concepts get it to the ground, right? Because it was very
make
hard.
It a reality. He had a vision and he wanted to create.
Because who cannot maybe dream with something impossible, but we need a lot of engineering to make it happen. And well, now we have everything already done with the architecture plan. Sorry, my pronunciation.
Don't worry.
And also with all the legal permissions.
Yes.
We already request for. We have the construction license. We have the medioambiental impact permission. We have
environmental impact study, which is a requirement in order to develop in this area.
And it's very hard to get it in the island. The developer.
Tell us a little bit about the developer. So this is it's actually his fourth project as a builder. He has built three other projects on the island.
Yes.
And prior to that, he was a developer in the city of Puebla, maybe?
In Puebla,
Okay,
exactly.
which is a big city in
Yeah, he
Mexico.
has been working for more than 30 years on construction.
Okay.
He already made 3 buildings in Cozumel and worked with another of our most important developers in the area. So he already knows how to deal. He has
The
all
local contacts.
the local contacts, the logistic, and it's not easy to build in an island. So if you already have all the logistic issues and details already fixed, that makes everybody more.
It's a big vote of confidence,
Yeah,
I think.
A big one.
Let's talk a little bit about the amenities that this building will have. Now,
well, I think that on the first scene that you have for the building, you will know that in the rooftop there are 2 towers that are connected between
with a
bridge.
floating pool, is it?
Exactly.
There are some segments of it that are
It's a floating pool, it's a bridge pool,
Okay.
it's a few things. Depends how you wanted to see
We'll
it.
have a look at the renders.
We will see it for sure, but what we got is 2 towers connected by themselves through 2 different bridge. One is a walkable bridge, and the other one is a swimming one. Right?
Amazing.
So you can swim from one tower to another one. If your friends are maybe making a barbecue in one tower, and you have another friends making a barbecue in the second tower, you can just swim to one place to another one. There are fire pits in both sides. There is a gym. There is a spa, and different kind of bars area, so you can rest. And of course, another big amenity is the floating pool that is above.
We're gonna have a look at those renders in a second.
Yeah,
so
sure.
From what I can tell, it's resort style living, and yet it's a boutique building, only 36 units, so pretty exclusive, as you can see, my friends. So this is what Juan was telling us about these floating pools.
Yeah, it's incredible.
On the last level of the pool, of the rooftop.
Well, and these of course connect with all the motions, right? You will see that you can, for example, be over this floating pool and feel the vertigo, feel the
hopefully
the
not
breath.
Vertigo.
Well, it's a sensation, right? You can do it yourself. Exactly.
Exciting
Exactly.
Emotions.
And also, for example, you have these showers that
rain showers.
Exactly, that let you hear the sound of the water. So all the different senses are connected with the project. And let me tell you something, to create that floating pool, we had to design a big arm that goes from the 8th floor, that is where is that floating pool, to the underground. So all the structure is one structure that charge all the weight and goes down to the underground for all those.
So you will be safe, my friends.
Yeah, no, it was a big challenge for the engineering team, but it's already done. So
amazing.
We are happy to know that everything works.
Okay, let's. This is a bit more about Cozumel. We've already spoken about.
Well, Cozumel, just to compare, has the same size of Mexico City.
Oh wow!
So it's a big island. But the 50% of it
will remain a biosphere reserve.
Exactly.
Okay. Let's just, in the interest of time, we already spoke about the location, and I'll show a few more renders, and then I'd like to show some of the videos that you sent me.
The developer lives just 1 kilometer away from the project.
Okay.
So he will be there every day.
Okay.
And he is always open to receive us. For example, I received a client with them a few weeks ago, and they are always open to receive them if they are in the island.
Wonderful. So guys, if you're in the area, if this project got your attention, let's make it happen.
And also one extra thing, the developer is going to live in this project.
He's keeping one of the units for himself.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
For himself and for his son. So
nice.
So
he's extra invested in a way.
Yeah,
it's usually a good thing.
He will be very involved
in
all the project, not only before and during the construction, also after.
To make sure that the building gets maintained properly. Of course, that will also be up to all the new owners. And just want to show you, my friends, these are very sizable units. So 120 to 150 square meters. We're talking, this is definitely upwards of the average size of a two-bedroom apartment.
Yes.
They're all two-bedroom.
All of them are two bedrooms.
Two bedrooms.
There are 60% of them that has double view. I'm talking about 10 meters front view to the sea, like 30 feet view to the sea, and at the other side, view to the jungle. So you can see, for example, in the second bedroom, the sunrise, and in the main bedroom, the sunset over the sea from your bed and from your living. So
the main view, let me get this, the main view from the units will be...
It's the one that we are seeing right now, and it's facing to the sea.
I know, what I'm trying to figure out if we're going to be looking at the sunset or the sunrise.
Sunset.
Oh,
yeah, because the
that's
sunset
right, because it's the opposite of the
down.
playa
Exactly.
views. Okay.
We are facing in opposite directions.
Amazing. Okay, let's keep going a little bit. Again, these are some renders of, this is what the floor plans would look like. So again, let me see if I can make this a bit bigger.
Yeah, and
very spacious two-bedroom units. Again, we're talking 1,300 to 1,600 square feet in size.
Exactly. And this one that is on the screen is the ground level.
Okay.
These ones are the only ones that are not going to have a direct view to the sea, maybe partial between the trees. But this is great for somebody who maybe is looking for a house. Normally, I received some questions from people who was looking for a house because they have dogs and they want
pet owners,
and they want to have a big yard. So here we can provide a big yard and also a 30 seconds trip through the elevator to the rooftop with these incredible amenities and the view and everything. And not only that, the project also has a partnership with the beach club.
A beach club across the street. We're gonna have a render of that very soon. Let me show you. Let me see if it's here. Again, we talked about the unit types. We have the corner unit. No, this is a center unit.
And this is the corner units. Yes.
Is it the corner or the center?
No, the center doesn't have this balcony that is facing out. Let me show you here. For example, you will see that in the front you have this floating pool that is going out from the building, and also your balcony. So you have the view from the bedroom, you have the view from the sala and the dining room. And also at the other side, you will know that the second bedroom has a balcony too, and is facing to the jungle.
So these are the front-facing, the ones that have direct views. These are not. That's not the corner unit.
Well, this in particular is in one of the sides.
Oh, is it?
Okay, and that's why you also will note that, for example, this unit has this little square at the side of the bathroom.
I see. Okay.
That is the floating shower. That is it's a 180 degrees view shower that where you can just, for example, see the sunrise from there and take your shower.
But you'll have some privacy, right? You're gonna have some.
Yeah, of course. The crystal is reflecting crystal, so nobody sees you from outside, but you can see everything from inside.
Imagine.
It's incredible, and there are more concepts involved in all the project. The idea for this kind of unit is to be always connected what is around you, right? So on one side you have the sun, the jungle and the sunrise, and the other side you have the sea and the sunset. So in each area you will be connected with what is outside. So that was the main idea, and also to keep privacy. That is a good thing also, because in each tower there are only 3 units. So
per floor.
So there is only one wall that separates both apartments. You are not sharing more.
Yeah, you're only sharing one wall with your neighbors, nothing else. Well, what about the central units?
Well, the central, yes, will have these walls that
are 2 towers.
But there are 2 towers, and the sides are the best options because, of course, look,
you have panoramic views and panoramic views.
You can take advantage of that.
Okay. I only have limited time here, and I know my friend Juan is extremely passionate about this project, so that's why I was happy to have him. He told me he could talk for like 3 hours about this project. So we don't have 3 hours, so
I know.
we're gonna just keep going. I want to show you guys a little bit of the interior renders. Now, the units do not come furnished. However, it is very likely that closer to the delivery date, the developer will make available some furniture packages. And we haven't spoken about the delivery date. Delivery is set for December of 2027.
Yes.
So about a year and a half from now. Am I doing the math right?
It's 2 years and a half. 6 months.
2 years and a half. If it can be sooner, I know you are pretty optimistic that it could be sooner, but these days developers have learned to better err on the side of caution.
Yeah, actually, to be honest, our contract got the date on November of 2027. So
I see.
we normally offer that is on December, but in the contract is even before.
Okay.
So
got it. Let me ask you something, Juan. I like this decorative wall feature. Is that something that would be a standard in the units?
El lambrin, yes, it is.
Okay. And what about this round cabecera? What do you call it? Like bed?
Bed. I'm not sure how to say it.
Yeah, me neither.
Like a header, maybe.
The header of the bed. Yes, I think that's the word, my friends.
But it's a beautiful piece and is of course part of the design and separates what is the bedroom from the bathroom. I don't know if you see, but here is like a crystal door that communicates the bedroom with the bathroom, makes everything also not only beautiful, also a little bit sexy.
Okay,
so
but will it be also like tinted?
Of course.
Of course. Okay.
It's not a completely transparent. There is privacy, but also generates these kind of senses.
I think I like the rounded shapes. I think that's beautiful. I like these separations. Now this is purely for decoration, correct?
It's decoration, yes, and closet.
Oh, I see. Okay, got it. But that's just a mirror there to the left? Okay.
Yes.
Got it, my friends. Well, super nice.
That is something, this view, normally nobody pay attention to that, but from the sink, when you are maybe washing your dishes or preparing some eggs in the morning, you can see the sunrise.
Okay.
Just like moving your head up, you can see all the jungle,
right,
and have a very good experience while you're doing maybe the worst thing to do
yeah,
on the day.
Well, okay.
I don't like to
to
wash the dishes, but even if I have to do that, to have this kind of view is something incredible.
Of course. Unique. So the view from the kitchen, so this is the back of the unit, the front of the unit is facing the sea, the back is facing the jungle.
Exactly.
And
it's 15 kilometers of jungle behind.
Wow.
And in the middle, we have also a reserve area. So all that nature is going to be...
There is a chance that in time,
we'll
some of it will be developed, but some of it will remain green, as Juan explained. This would be one of the central units, correct?
Exactly. This is the central unit. It doesn't have
the balcony.
The balcony on the back, and also has, only has, let's say only because it's a big thing too, 10 meters view to the sea. The first thing that you are going to see when you open the door is the sea. That is like the end of your vision in any single time when you get into the apartment. And then you will note that in all of them there is a laundry room. There is, of course, all the kitchen amenities and equipment is included in the price. And the glass that separates the inside from the outside is a 10 millimeter temple glass, hurricane proof. And also we are going to include, because it is not only to be safe, it's also to feel that you are safe. So we are also going to include these iron curtains to protect the face of the apartment to the outside.
Okay, but didn't you say that those would be kind of hidden inside the wall?
They are going to be hidden inside the wall. Yeah, that is a big thing, because normally you will see that the old buildings of this area all these things are installed after, so they ruin a little bit the design of the building.
He's referring to some of the older buildings in the Riviera Maya that have the old style hurricane shutters that are kind of like an accordion look on the outside of your windows, and when they're fully extended, you still kind of see them on the outside of your floor to ceiling windows. They're not particularly attractive. So, so what the developer is offering in this case is the next generation or the evolution of this of these shutters, which would be hidden inside the walls.
Exactly.
So if and when you would need it in case of a weather event, you could just easily have that safety.
The glass can completely control what is outside, and this is an extra from the developer because all the project is connected with the sense and the emotions. So we also believe that
feeling safe
is also another emotion that we have to
attend to.
Exactly, to take
I
care
got it. Okay, my friends, let's keep going again in the interest of time. Another render of, I guess this would be the master bedroom.
Yes, you will see
facing
that
to the front.
Exactly, and in front of this one there is
the floating pool.
The floating pool, yes.
Okay. And now I was going to ask you about this wall decoration. That's just a render of an art piece.
What we are offering is a premium apartment in a premium area with a unique architecture. Of course, the furnitures that you see in the render are some kind of examples, so you can like appreciate the space that you have, because this size of apartments is not normal to find.
No.
We're talking that now the two bedrooms apartment normally has
90 square meters, 80 to 90,
and we
100
are
max.
starting in 123.
Okay.
So it's a big size.
Yeah.
And
1,300 square feet for our Canadian and American listeners, and the corner units are the ones that are larger.
Yes.
And those are going to be about 1,600 square feet.
Starting on 130.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I see. Got it. Okay.
And this is the rooftop where we are going to see, of course, that all the front of the building has water. And well, I don't want to extend so long in this detail, but the water is present, the fire is present, the feelings are present, and that is what we are very proud of.
I love it. I love it. Yeah. And I like all the thought that was put into this. In terms of the finishings, I just want to point out, because I know some of the projects offer marble floors. This will have marble-like floors. The developer wanted to offer a good value. So, and I want to tell you, 2 bedrooms. We're going to get into the pricing shortly, but 2 bedrooms in this area, literally there's only one other building that I saw that was offering 2 bedrooms, and they were $200,000 more. Versus
actually,
this
it's
building.
From the building where the developer is renting right now.
We're not gonna mention the name, but yeah.
But they are selling in 600,000.
Yes, I'm aware of that.
So we are almost 200,000 down from the normal price of the market.
I'm going to show you guys the price list shortly. Again, more of the amenities. I want to get into the videos that you sent me.
Okay.
That was I really wanted to do that. So give me 1 second. I put it in whatever existence Cozumel. The largest styles video is the one, and I want to show some of the videos of the marina before we go, my friends. Hopefully you guys, I'm going to make sure you guys can see the video. 1 second, the Wi-Fi is a little slow here. So this is the project site. And then look how close you are to the water. This is really amazing. And look at the color of the water.
Well, this water normally is the area where most of the tours stop by to make the snorkeling tours and the scuba diving
That's
tours.
another amazing thing.
Because
right.
We're in front of the
coral reef.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There is a coral reef that is called Paraíso Bajo, and there is where normally all the tours make a quick stop to swim there and of course see all the different kind of animals.
So you don't have to take any boat, you can just swim out and you've got the coral reef extremely close. So if you, your family, your friends, any of your guests like to experience snorkeling, diving, you're going to have that extremely close to you. So I do think this is a huge selling point for especially for clients that are into diving. Literally, they can be.
This is a dream. This is a dream. Cross to the front of your place and just get into the sea and swim there with no any extra cost. It's a beautiful thing. And also, all our guests and clients, of course, are going to get free access to the beach club. And the beach club includes also a little port. So if they want to make a snorkeling trip or a tour or anything, they can just receive the pickup in front of them. And
I want to make sure they can still see the screen because I'm sharing, but I'm not sure if it's still. I want to make sure the videos are getting shared. I'm going to stop sharing this. Sorry, my friends, we're looking at a video and I'm not sure if you guys could see the video. Give me a second. I may have to do a new share. Thank you for any of you who are tuning in live and also for those who will be watching this after the fact. Thank you so much for your time and attention. And share. I'm going to share the screen and then I'm going to specifically go to
window maybe.
No, ahí no está. No, lo tenía. It would be, I mean, I'm wanting to do this and maybe I'll just open the video. I have it on my laptop, okay, and the sharing on here, it's sometimes a little tricky. Let's try that again.
Can be.
I will be looking into some different streaming software, maybe a little. They're recommending having 2 different screens available. Oh my God, I'm not that tech. A window.
And then you can share.
Entire screen. I'm gonna try entire screen.
Makes sense. Click on it. Like here. That's it.
Okay.
And now we can see.
Okay.
Perfect.
Don't mind the mess, but at least you guys will be able to. Okay, so let's have a look because I don't think we're able to see it before. This is the video of the location, my friends.
Well, the good thing that this area is already open is that you will get the certificate and approval from the government to clear out the space of the construction. So that means that we are ready to start. The developer is finishing another project right now.
Okay.
So that's why he is not starting right now.
Okay.
He wants to move all the logistic team to this new project so they can start, and that's why we have our date on January of 2026 for a starting date. And in the front, well, the boats, the yachts, the tours, the people.
In terms of the location, as Juan mentioned earlier, this is the area where the snorkeling boats come to take clients around and show them the amazing coral reefs and all the fish that are there. Yeah, one of the things that you mentioned to me, Juan, is that in this area, nobody's allowed to build in this area. You can only have temporary structures.
Exactly.
Such as a beach club, for example.
Yeah.
Nothing.
It cannot have more than one ground floor. So how it works is the government just make a contract with you, let you use the land, but you cannot make any kind of impact on the land. It means that you cannot use concrete, you cannot use any kind of hard material that will change anything in the ecosystem, right? So if something will be made in the future, that normally never happen.
But it would be
if something appears, will be a beach club.
Yeah.
Or I don't know, a little bar or something like that. And this is the marina.
That's right. This is a video of the nearby marina. This is a kilometer away?
1.1 kilometer away. And well, all the yachts that we saw just in the previous video came from here.
Got it.
And this is the opportunity to let people who loves to, for example,
boating. People who are into boating, they can have their boat station there. I forget what the word is. I think.
There are also fishing tournaments in Cozumel.
Oh, okay.
So for the lovers, that I'm one of them.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing that. I know you sent me more videos, but again, in the interest of time, I wanted to go and share the price list one more time Well, actually, we didn't share it, so I'll go ahead with that.
Okay.
Share screen, and it's gonna tell me which. Okay, my friends, it's in here. Okay, going back. Oh, there's the price list, and we'll go the dollars prices.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, my friend. So one thing you already shared with me, even though construction hasn't even started, we're already at 65% sold.
Yes.
Not surprising. Obviously, the higher floor units would have probably gone first. Although, as Juan mentioned, even in this first floor units, well, here we call it the first floor. In Canada and the US, they call it the second floor. But as you can see, even these units would have a view. So all the ones that are still green are still available, my friends.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and yeah, any of these up here will have a view, and if not, you're still like steps away from the water. And again, looking at the price list, we have units starting at around the 400K US
Mm-hmm.
price
Even
range.
in the ground floor, for example, if you're looking for a unit of 148 square meters,
Wow.
You can get it for 386.
Oh wow.
And we're talking about that you can pay this in 2.5 years. You don't need to pay
Right.
everything right now.
Yeah, I didn't see a price plan. What is the minimum down payment that somebody would have to
Right now,
give?
30/70. You
Okay.
only pay the 30% and the
That's-
70 upon the delivery.
This is really good, you guys, and I'll explain to you why. And I want to say not every developer offers this sort of
No.
price plan. Most developers in the area will require you to make some amount of payments during the construction.
Mm-hmm.
Doing a 30/70 plan allows the clients that upon the completion of the project to use a mortgage. We do have a number of mortgage lenders that lend in Mexico for Canadian, American, and other foreign nationals.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's
That's
plus.
wonderful.
It's a huge plus for this project.
It's
So
a huge plus.
as long as the client has at least a 30%, the rest could potentially come from a mortgage.
Yeah, well,
And you still have 2.5 years to come up with, if you want to end up with a lower mortgage, you still have some time.
And the reason why most of the developers don't offer this is because they need the money of the client.
Mhm.
In this case, the developer has all the money to make the project, so he don't need payments during the construction because he already can do it.
So this is the other tower.
This is the other tower.
So we still have some units. Don't freak out, my friends. Remember, there are two towers, and so Tower A and Tower B, and we still have some units left in both towers. Lucky you guys. Okay, bueno, I think we're good with this. I'm gonna just put my contact info up there. I'm gonna stop sharing that. Go back. Thanks again, everyone, for tuning in. I know I went on for a bit longer than usual for my webinars, but with my special guest, he has a lot of expertise and enthusiasm.
I love to talk about this project. It's incredible. I'm very happy for it.
Yeah, and it's been selling really well. Not surprisingly, I felt really comfortable sharing this particular project. Again, there are a few other projects that are starting to come to Cozumel. That's my contact info there. I work in this case in partnership with Juan. So since you saw this on my channel, definitely reach out to me if you are interested, and I would work hand in hand with Juan and the developer to help you guys make your island dream a reality. Okay, well, thanks again, everybody, for joining us. Any closing words, Juan?
Well, it's hard to say normally that I'm completely sure about the project, but a developer like this who has all the experience, who has the concept, right? When normally building is like a brick, right? It doesn't has any kind of sense, but this project has a concept behind, and that it generates a soul in that building, in that
Beautiful.
project. So to find something that is unique, and the developer always compares the project with the most beautiful projects around the world, not even in Mexico. He's taking some concepts, for example, for the Sena Tower in Brazil, from Dubai, from Turkey. So these kind of amenities like the floating pool, the shower, and all these kind of things comes from the biggest projects around the world. And to have that kind of concept in one project is something to be very proud of.
Beautiful.
And also, well, the certainty, right? The legal documentation, the permissions, the certainty that is behind, and also the background of the developer. is something very important. So when you talk about a project and you can like be completely open to talk about it and every single detail, and if somebody asks about
check mark.
Yes, little points, we have all the answers about it because we don't have anything to
hide.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and that is beautiful, right? To
Of
share.
course, that gives you that confidence.
Exactly, it's beautiful, beautiful. I'm very happy, and that's why I talked to you about with
So much passion.
about
Absolutely,
the
and that
project.
was one of the reasons I wanted to have him on, and also one of the reasons that gave me confidence to promote this project, my friends. So thanks again to all of you for tuning in. We're running over time.
Yeah.
See you very soon, and have a beautiful weekend and rest of your week ahead. Okay, blessings.
Bye.